Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, My Sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA game for Thursday, July 8th, 2021. I'm going to show you quick highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in this game, you'll have to draw my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at the Bucks versus the Suns in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. Way it's structured is the away team is up top here, their season record, their coach's record, their postseason record. Head-to-head records are in the middle between the two teams, and then the home team is at the bottom, their season record, their postseason record, and their coach's record. Up top here is some information on the series. It's Game 2. Suns can become 2-0 or 1-1 with the loss. This is the 81st NBA playoff game for the season. Home teams can become 45-36 or 44-37. And Game 3 and Game 4 is the 82 and 83rd NBA playoff game. Alright, so just going to take this very quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. A lot of information I already talked about in Pick Preview Video 1. For example, Bucks coach coming into this with 189-81 for a record as a coach for the Bucks. This being the 81st game. He's sitting on that 81, sitting on that 189. It's the 189th day of the Gregorian. Suns coach continued to sit on that 293. 293 is the 62nd prime. Game 1 was on a day leaving 62 left on the Hebrew calendar. Now it's the 293rd day of the Hebrew calendar. And Game 3 will be the Suns coaches, Game 3 will be the Suns' 293rd postseason game as a team. Bucks coach, this is his 271st all-time game as a coach for the Bucks, which is the 58th prime number. Bucks can continue to sit on 58 wins for the season with the loss, as the Suns coach sits on 293 all-time losses for his career on the 293rd day of the Hebrew Civil, knowing that Game 3 will be the 293rd game for the Suns postseason. What's interesting about the Suns coach is he was born on October the 8th, and I know you can't see it on this side because the screen cuts it off, but if you measure from October 8th, 2020 to this game, which is July 8th, 2021, you find that it's 273, or a total span of 274 days since the Suns coach's birthday. So this is the 274th day of his age. And he can go from 273 wins to 274 wins all time for his career on the 274th day of his age, which is the 293rd day of the Hebrew Civil, as he sits on 293 losses all time. Heading into Game 3, which is going to be the 293rd game postseason for the Suns. Seems pretty good in that area. Today does have 20 date numerology and 56 date numerology. Suns can up the series 2-0 like 20 as they get their 65th win for the season. 65 is just a reflection of 56. And what else? 56 sums to 44. 44 sums to 144. Suns can become 14-4 postseason this year with the win, 14-4. What else? This game is being played in Phoenix Suns Arena, which sums to 77. Could be a good time for the Suns to pick up their 77th all-time head-to-head win against the Bucks, heading back into Milwaukee. Game 3 will be on Sunday in Vizverv Forum. I said that all bad. Vizverv. Vizverv Forum sums to 62. It will be the Suns' 293rd postseason game, the 62nd prime. The Suns coach could still be sitting on that 293, the 62nd prime. It also sums to 145, and Suns could head into Game 3 sitting on 145 postseason losses with wins in Game 1 and Game 2. But with that being said, if Suns do win, they would be 14-4 heading into Game 3, where they could potentially become 14-4, or excuse me, 14-5 in Milwaukee. And I think Bucks are going to at least get 2 wins for the series to bring them to 75 head-to-head wins against the Suns. 75 sums to 145 as well, so that could happen in Milwaukee. Bucks could get their 74 and their 75th all-time head-to-head wins against Suns in Milwaukee. 75 sums to 145. This being the 75th NBA season. Ultimately, though, I think this series will end 4-2. It'll end in Game 6. If that were to happen, and I think I kind of favor the Suns in this scenario, if Suns win 4 games and Bucks win 2 games, the all-time head-to-head record between these two teams would become 79-75. 79-75. So Suns need to win 3 more games, 73, or excuse me, 77, 78, 79. Bucks need to win 2 games, 74, 75. They can finish in Game 6, 79-75 head-to-head, all-time against each other. This being the 75th NBA season, 75 and 79 are identical in all 4 base ciphers. If it ends in Game 6, it will be in Milwaukee. Milwaukee, their stadium sums to 145 and 152, 75, 79, all identical in all 4 base ciphers. Fiserv Forum 152, 145, which mirrors some of the 75 and the 79. And Game 6 will be in Milwaukee, and that's when the Suns could win the NBA Finals 79-75 all-time head-to-head against the Bucks. Would be my first guess. If we go to Sunday date numerology, Sunday is the second day of the 5th month on the Hebrew religious, like 25. Suns could head into Game 3 sitting on 25 losses for the season as their coach is on that 293, which would be their 293rd postseason game. Potentially, that's what I'm looking at. But then that's where Bucks could potentially get their 59th win for the season. Sunday has 59 date numerology on the Gregorian. Bucks can sit on 58 wins in their coach's 278th all-time, the 58th prime, and then they can get their 59th win on Sunday in Game 3 with 59 date numerology. That would actually keep the Bucks sitting on 147 postseason losses as a team in Game 3, as Suns get their 147th postseason loss in Game 3. And I bring that up because Game 4 will be played on Wednesday, which is July 14th. July 14th is written 7/14 or 14/7, like 147. Suns could potentially be sitting on 147 wins heading into Milwaukee for Game 3 and Game 4. Game 4 being played on July 14th. And Bucks could be sitting on 147 postseason losses heading into Game 3 if they lose Game 2. And then they can sit on that until all the way through Game 4, which is played on July 14th, 7/14 or 14/7. That would be my guess. Bucks coach, he might be playing around with the number 82 a little bit. Bucks coach, he's 2 wins away from getting his 421st all-time win for his career. 421 is the 82nd prime number. I say that because Game 3 will be the 82nd game for the season, NBA season. And Bucks coach, if he loses Game 2, he'd be sitting on 82 all-time losses as a coach for the Bucks. But he's 2 wins away from getting that 421. If Bucks lose Game 2, I'd probably look at Bucks to win Game 3 and Game 4. As he sits on that 82, as he eventually gets to that 421, which is the 82nd prime. What else? I think that's about it. I wasn't going to go too detailed in this one. A lot of it I went over in Game 1. But Game 2, I'm still looking at that 293 for the coach. It will be the 274th day of the Suns coach's age. He can get that 274th win all time as he sits on 293 on the 293rd day of the Hebrew Civil. Game 3 will be the 293rd postseason game for the Suns. I'm kind of just sitting on that until it proves me wrong. And for the Bucks, if Bucks lose Game 2 and head into Game 3 they would be 12-7, or heading into Game 3 they'd be 12-7 for a postseason record this season. And Game 3 would be their coach's 721st all-time game for his career. 7-2-1 is just a reflection of 1-2-7. And then Bucks could sit on 33 losses for the season as they become 13-7 in Game 3, 137 the 33rd prime. So I do like the Suns to go up 2-0, and then I will probably be looking at the Bucks in Game 3 and Game 4 to even the series 2-2. Let me know if you guys have anything different, anything you want to add. I went through this pretty quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Pause the video. Here's all the numbers. Here's all the numbers. You can do your own due diligence if you really actually wanted to. There's enough information here for you to do that. What else? What else? Oh, and speaking of Pfizer Forum summoned to 152. Game 3 will be the 151st all-time head-to-head. Game 4 would be the 152nd, which would be played on Wednesday, July 14th, 1/4/7, which is what Suns could be 14-5. They could be sitting on that 147. They could be sitting on that 147. I think by the end of heading into Game 5, I think the series would be 77-75 between the two. I think the Suns are going to win their home games, and I think Bucks are going to win their home games, and then Suns going to come back and win Game 5, and then they're going to close it out in Game 6. Is my guess for right now. Of course, my guess can change as these games change, but that's just what I'm thinking right now. Let me know if you guys have anything different, if you think you want to add to it. Yeah, that's about it for right now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support.